Every few decades, the music industry hits a complete reset button, but this is undeniably different than anything that we have ever experienced. People are scared. They're watching these new models make full songs in 30 seconds, and they're thinking, like, what's the point of me even writing music anymore? And look, I get it. Streaming already made the game feel dispensable, made music feel valueless, and now AI is making it feel replaceable, but I'm here to tell you it is not. Because art, real art, only becomes art when it's made by someone with a point of view and a human perspective. I heard Rick Rubin say that in a podcast a couple days ago, and it made so much sense to me. It was like, it's one of those quotes that just sticks with you and resonates with you as an artist, because he's right. A machine can make music, but only a human can make meaning. We're living in a moment where everyone can make sound, but not everyone can make you feel something. And the more the world gets filled with perfect, polished, auto-generated noise, the more people are going to crave that human fingerprint. Those little imperfections that say, a human made this. Think about it. When film came out, they said the painting was over. And when synthesizers came out, they said instruments were done, like real instruments. And then when streaming came out, Napster and Spotify, they said albums were dead, CDs were dead. And every single time, the artists who had something to say outlived the technology and were still able to thrive. See, what AI is really doing, I think, is separating the hobbyists from the true artists. It's forcing you to ask yourself, why am I even making this to begin with? What am I trying to say? Because if you're making music because you need to, because it's the only way that you can heal, the only way you know how to process life, how to connect, then AI can't compete with that. I'm telling you right now, guys, there's going to be a premium on human art. Not because it's perfect, but because it's human. And these big companies, yeah, they'll flood the world with a whole bunch of cheap AI royalty-free tracks, and they'll license them for pennies, but they're not going to resonate. The supervisors, the brands, the directors, the creatives in this industry, the ones who actually care about the connection between the person making the art and the person viewing and receiving the art, they are going to start seeking out the humans again. Because there's a distinct difference between just music for exploitation and music made for connection, resonance with the human soul. And guys, that is where real human independent artists are going to win. The person behind the music is what is going to matter the most in the near future. And here's the part that nobody is really talking about, is that AI is not competition for you. You need to look at it as a mirror. It's showing you what's forgettable about what you're making. And it's daring you to get more intentional, more emotional, more creative, become more you. You can't beat AI at being fast, at sonic quality, but you can always beat it at being real. Let it sharpen your craft. Let it push you back into a corner, because once our backs are against the wall, that's when the true creativity is really going to come out and the true human innovation is going to shine through. Double down on your personal perspective and make that the point of the music that you're making. The artists who understand that, who protect their perspective, who write about the things that only they can say and how they see things, they're the ones that are going to rise. You might not see it right now, but history always bends back toward authenticity. That's why vinyl came back. That's why live shows are selling out left and right. That's why songs with heart are still cutting through the algorithm. Because humans don't want perfection. As a listener, I want proof that the person who made that song is going through the same things in life that I'm going through. That is where the resonance comes from. So yeah, AI is changing the landscape, but it can't change the soil that music grows from. That is still human. That's still you. If anything, this is your time, because as the machine gets louder and louder and better, the human voice and the human soul becomes sacred. It becomes divine. So keep making art that has a pulse. Keep making songs that sound like you, because we're heading into a new era, and the ones who are going to win are the ones who remind people what it means to be human. So if you're listening right now, do not give up. Lean in and double down on your humanness. Your voice still matters, and your story still matters. No algorithm and no AI can replicate that.